Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be filming my palette collection. So for a while people have been requesting me to do my makeup collection, and although I want to do that eventually, I feel like I'm just not quite ready to do that yet. I feel like I haven't got like the storage I want yet and things like that, so I'd rather wait until I'm happy with my storage and how I'm doing it, because at the moment I'm just changing it about anyway. But today I thought I'd show you my palettes. I have 2 drawers of palettes and I'm just literally going to go through them all. So I'm just going to get started because this is going to be quite a long video, but hopefully you will enjoy it. And if you would like to see more videos like this with other kind of parts of my collection, then definitely let me know. So this is my palette drawer. This is the drawer I keep most of my palettes. The other palettes that I have, all the other palettes I have, I keep in this drawer here, that you can only just see this one. I'm gonna first of all show you what is in this side. So in here I have all of my bigger palettes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from here and just work my way through. Excuse the fact I've got eyeliner on my hands, by the way. So I don't currently have a way to sort of organise my palette. I just kind of like line the ones that I can up here, and then the ones I can't I keep in the back. So starting from here, I have, first of all, this is the Smashbox Shape Matters palette. This was limited edition and it came out a while ago now. So I absolutely love this palette. It's so good. It's got 9 eyeshadows. It's got a shimmer highlighter, which is amazing. A matte highlighter, which as you can see I love. And a contour and a bronzer shade. And it's got 2 brow powders and a little like brow wax. It's just amazing. Absolutely love this palette, and it is one of my kind of most reached for and used palettes. The next one is this, and this is the Benefit Cheeky Sweet Spot. Now this again was a limited edition Christmas palette that they did a few years ago, and I still have it. I absolutely love it. So this is what it looks like. So in here there are 6 of the Benefit kind of boxed blusher powder sort of thing. So you have the Dandelion blush, the Bella Bamba blush, Sugar Bomb blush, Huda bronzer, Coralista blush and Rocketeur. But this is such a good palette and such a nice way of having loads of products all in one palette. Next I have this palette, and this is from Tarte, and this was actually part of a collection, and I'll show you the rest of the collection in a moment. But it's just this little mini palette that came like in a palette. So in here there's the Social Butterfly bronzer, the Amazed Amazonian Clay blush. There are 6 eyeshadow shades and a pink champagne highlighter. Love this little palette. I don't get enough use out of it, to be honest, but it is really nice. And I've had a few questions about where I buy my Tarte products, and at the moment I get them from QVC because that's the only place I know that's kind of like a legit stockist. So the next one in here is this, and this is my MAC Warm Neutrals palette. I haven't actually used this yet. I'm saving it for a first impressions video, but it looks so pretty and all the shades just look amazing. So I can't really give you an opinion on this just because I haven't used it yet, but that is that. The next palette in here I love. This is the Balm Voyage Volume 2. This is a travel palette. So in here you get 9 eyeshadows, you get a highlighter, which is such a nice highlighter, you get a bronzer, 2 blushes, and then you open this bit up and 2 lip and cheek kind of cream sort of things. So this is such a great palette for like all round use, and I've taken this on 2 holidays and it's been absolutely fine, and it hasn't broken or anything. It's really thin, as you can see, and lightweight, and it's just great for traveling, so I love that. The next palette in here is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Instant Look in a Palette 5-minute face on the go. This is the Natural Beauty one. She only the other day has released another one of these, so there's actually 3 in the collection now, but I believe this was the first one. This is the Natural Beauty one. As you can see, I've used this quite a lot. I absolutely love it. Use it pretty much every day. Just everything in this palette is lovely, and it's got 3 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a bronzer and a highlighter, and they're all really nice. So absolutely love this palette, and I really want to get the other 2 just because I love this one so much, so I'd really like to get the other 2 at some point. The next palette in here is from Makeup Revolution, and this is their Flawless Matte palette. Now up here in the corner I've actually just written down the shades, just so if I use it in a video I know what the shades are. But this is a completely matte eyeshadow palette, and as you can see I think there's like 32 shades in here or something. But they're all really nice, and I love like these sort of warmer colours. This is just a great matte palette if you're looking for something really affordable. I think this was £8 from Superdrug, so affordable, but really nice quality, and there's such a good colour range in there as well. So that's from Makeup Revolution. And then next in here I have the Stila in the Light eyeshadow palette. I showed this in my high-end haul recently, and unfortunately this is now discontinued, which is so annoying. But this is what it looks like. There's a really nice selection of shadows. I haven't actually used these yet, so I don't know what they're actually like. But it also comes with one of their eyeliners, and it's just so pretty. Such a nice little palette, and it's such a shame that it went discontinued. The next palette is also from Makeup Revolution, and this is one of their ultra blush palettes. This one is called Hot Spice. So in here you get 8 different blusher shades, but this is so nice. I love this in summer. It's a shame I haven't really used this as much as I would like to, but I sometimes just forget that I have things, which is so bad. And then the next palette in here is the Soap & Glory The Perfect 10. This is a limited edition palette again, but they do bring this out every year at around Christmas time. Sometimes it has different packaging and stuff, but it's pretty much the same palette. But this is what it looks like. It's got a really nice selection of colours in here, and it's really pretty. I don't use this enough. I need to actually create like a list of palettes that I need to use more, but I love this. It's so pretty. On to this palette. This is literally one of my favourite palettes ever. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and this is so nice. There's so many lovely shades in here, and I use this all the time. It smells like chocolate, and you've probably seen this palette a million times, but it really is amazing, so I absolutely love that one. The next one in here is another one of my absolute favourites, and this is the Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced. Again, I absolutely love this palette. I've used it so much. I pretty much use it every single day at the moment. I absolutely love it. I think it is still available to buy at the moment, so if I can find a link, I'll put it down below, but it's so worth it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. But the next I have this little palette from Lancome. I actually bought this on my way home from holiday last year, and I bought it on the plane, so I believe this is actually like a travel exclusive, but the actual palette is called the Absolute Au Naturel palette. In here you get 2 concealer shades, a highlighter, 8 eyeshadows, a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a mini mascara. The mascara is a mini Virtuose mascara. So that's what it looks like. And then in the next section it slides out, and you've got a powder, a brush, 2 little pencils. There's a brown eye pencil and a sort of like shimmery silver one, and then 2 little brushes there as well. So it's just a really nice like handy little travel palette, and I thought this was really cute, so I bought it, and I like that. Then next to that I have my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I did a tutorial with this recently, which I will leave in the description if you're interested. But this is what it looks like. So you've probably seen this palette again a million times. The Urban Decay palettes are probably like one of the most famous ones out there. But yeah, it's such a beautiful sort of array of colours. But next to that I have my Urban Decay Naked Smoky, and I haven't actually used this yet. I got it for Christmas, but I just haven't got around to using it yet. So let me know if you'd like a tutorial with this. I'd be really happy to do one. Next in here I have another palette from Tarte. This is the Be Your Own Tartist Amazonian Clay Eye and Cheek palette. So in here you get a blusher. This is in the shade Talented, and I believe you could actually buy like these blushes just like singly on their own. But yeah, so that one's called Talented, and then there are 6 eyeshadows, and it's a really nice handy little palette to have. And again, I bought this from QVC. It did come in a set, so I don't know if you'll be able to still buy it anymore because I did get it a while ago. But definitely have a look on QVC if you're in the UK and you're interested in Tarte products, because they do some good like deals sometimes. And by the way, this video isn't sponsored by QVC, it just genuinely is where I've got my Tarte products from, so definitely have a look on there if you're interested. So moving on to the back section, the first palette at the back I have is my Morphe 350 palette, and again I did a look with this recently, so again I'll leave that in the description if you're interested. But this is a really nice palette, nice mixture of matte shades and shimmer shades, and it's quite warm toned and really pretty, so love that palette. And then the next palette in here is the NYX Beauty School Dropout palette. It might not even be still available anymore, but basically on one half of the palette it has a really nice range of eyeshadows, and then on the other half it has these face products. So there's 3 blushes at the top, 2 highlighters. This highlighter is amazing, and then 2 bronzers, and again these are amazing. So the products in here are really good, and if you can get your hands on it I definitely recommend it because it is a really nice palette. And then next in here I have the Tanya Burr Candy Glam Beauty Essentials palette, and again this was released for Christmas a little while ago, and in here there was a lip gloss but I've taken it out because I just wasn't using it enough. So in here there are 9 eyeshadow shades and a blusher and a bronzer, and the eyeshadows are so pretty. I love Plumberry, Creme Brulee and Date Night in Paris the most. So next in here I have the Collection #Blush and Glow palette, and this is just like a little kind of quad sort of thing. So in here you've got a bronzer, a highlighter and 2 blushes. This is really nice and really affordable as well. I think this is about £5. And then also in here I have this, and this is going to be so hard to show because of the mirrored front, but this is the NARS blush contour and lip palette. I bought this from Space NK if you're wondering, but I did get it a while ago. In here there is a lip gloss. This is in the shade Istria. It's a really nice colour, I really like that. And then you've got 3 blushes. I think it's Enrapture, Enwrathled and Roman Holiday. And then underneath you have the Laguna bronzer and the Albatross highlighter, which are both really nice. So the final palette in this drawer is this one here. This is the Tarte Light of the Party limited edition palette, and this is what this little palette came in. Basically this little palette actually fit into here, and that is how it came. So these are the eyeshadows. This a picture of this that I took is actually my most liked picture on Instagram ever, so this holds a very special place for me, and that is so nice, I think. So that is it for this drawer. So now I'm going to move on to my other drawer, which has my smaller palettes. So moving on to my other palette drawer, I keep all of my other palettes in this drawer here. So this drawer has all of my smaller eyeshadow palettes in, and again I don't really have a set way of organising these, so I just kind of like laid them all out. So I'm going to start with this side over here, which I have all of my Makeup Revolution palettes. The first one I have is one of their Redemption palettes, and this is Iconic 3, which is actually a dupe for Urban Decay Naked 3, and as you can see the shades are pretty similar and they're really nice quality as well. So the next Makeup Revolution palette I have is this one. This is the Neutrals versus Neutrals palette. As you can see there's some beautiful warm tones in here. Bottom row is very much like Urban Decay Naked 3, but I mainly got this palette for this top row here, which has loads of like really nice like warm kind of colours in, so I absolutely love that. It's really nice. And I also have this one. If you watched my high-end beauty haul you would have seen this. This is the Ultra Eye Contour Lightened Shade. This is what the palette looks like. The shades are all completely matte, and I haven't actually used this palette yet. I might use it in a video soon, so let me know if you'd like that. Finally on this little pile here I have another one of the Redemption palettes. This one is called the Essential Mattes 2. So in here there's only matte shades and they're really pretty. And just great for like quite neutral colours as well. Next to these I have 2 Sleek palettes, and these were limited edition Christmas palettes. This was part of the 24 karat gold collection. Love this palette, it's really really nice. It's got 2 cream shades which are really nice, and then 4 powder shades, and they're all lovely. So that was the first one. And then the other one, if you saw my what I got for Christmas video you would have seen this. This is from their Rockstars collection, and it's the Diamonds in the Rough palette. And it looks like this, so pretty. And again it's got 2 cream shades and then 4 kind of powder shades, and it's just so pretty. I love this. Next to this I have the Revlon Not Just Nudes. I've only actually just got this recently and I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. I'm thinking of maybe using it in a first impressions video, but it's a really nice selection of kind of neutral colours. There's a nice gold in there and I really like the look of this, so I'm really looking forward to trying that. Also in here I have my little Chanel quad, and this is in the shade Mystic Eyes, which looks like this. So there's 4 shades in here, and that's what they look like. Also in here I have the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. Now this is like literally one of the like oldest, most raved about products ever. To be honest, I don't really use this side as much, but this shade here is really nice. It's a really good dupe for MAC blue brown pigment. It's really cool. It's like goes blue in the light, but it's a really nice palette and really affordable as well. So next to that I have these 2 Maybelline palettes. So the first one is the Blush Nudes, which looks like this. This is like a pinky version of this palette, which is the original kind of like nudes palette. So this was the kind of original one, I believe. This is the first one that they came out with, and they brought a few out now. Next to these I have 2 of the Max Factor Masterpiece Nude palettes, and the first one is in the shade 03 Rose Nudes. It's a really nice like pinky toned one, really pretty. Absolutely love these palettes, they're really good quality. The other one I have is 01 Cappuccino Nudes, and again these are really nice and really good quality. Really recommend these palettes. They are really really good. And then starting from this side I have a few MUA palettes. So this one is the Elysium palette. This has a really nice selection of kind of mostly sort of like mauvey pinky colours, but it's a really nice little palette. I have this one, which is the Undress. This is actually a dupe for the original Naked palette. This is the Undress Me 2, which is a dupe for the Naked 2, and again, because I don't have the Naked 2, I got this as a dupe for now. And then finally in this pile I have the 5th birthday limited edition palette, and this has just got some of their sort of like top shades in here. This is a really nice palette and I really enjoy using this. So next to this I have the MUA Heaven and Earth palette, and I actually broke the lid on this, so but this is what it looks like. This is one of their most popular palettes, and one of the most kind of famous ones, I think. Underneath that I have a few sleek palettes. This one is the On the Horizon limited edition one. I don't know if they still have this, but it's got some really nice quite bright shades in there. And then I have the Storm palette. I absolutely love this palette. I've used it so much over time, and a lot of my sleek palettes are really battered. Next I have the Au Naturel palette, which looks like this. Again, really like this. And next to that I have the MUA matte palette in Ever After. This is a completely matte palette, and this is a really nice basic palette if you're just starting out with makeup or something. This is a really good one to go for. Underneath that I have the Sleek Oh So Special palette. As you can see, I've used this again quite a lot, and I love this palette. It's so pretty. Love the kind of like pinky shades in here, they're really nice. Underneath that I have the 17 Easy on the Eye palette in Birthday Suit, which is this really nice kind of really light pinky peachy kind of palette. So this palette here is from Essence. If you watched my Essence video, you would have seen this little palette in use. And this is the All About Roses eyeshadow palette. There's 8 shades in here. They're really nice. And I will leave that video in the description if you do want to go and watch it. And then underneath that, there is this little palette from Number 7. This was part of their 80th anniversary kind of collection. And it's just like a little palette. Some really nice, quite subtle colours in here, but it's a really cute little palette. And right at the back I have a few of the collection Eyes Uncovered palettes. This one is the nude bronze one, and then I have the nude rose one, which looks like this. I also have the Little Mix one, which looks like this. And then I also have the just nude one, which looks like that. And then also in here I have this little palette from Number 7, which was part of their Christmas range from the year just gone, and I haven't actually used this yet, but there's some really pretty colours in here, and I love the packaging. I love the sort of like glittered front, that's really nice. The final palette I have in here is the Makeup Revolution Fortune Favours the Brave palette, which looks like this. I think there's something like 30 shades in here, and there's a really nice range. There's some marbled ones, as you can kind of see, and some just pressed ones, but they're really nice, a really good selection. And yeah, so that was everything for this drawer. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, do let me know what categories you'd like to see. And yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all very soon.